And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. The Georgia Southern Eagles and head coach Chad Lunsford got their first look at the Eagles in a preseason scrimmage as they scrimmaged Saturday morning at Paulson Stadium. We had a chance to talk with Coach Lunsford and some of the players about how they felt things went.
You know, it's really only practice 8, so there's still sloppiness. You know, there's things that's got to get better. The positives, like we did a 90-play scrimmage and we got that done in an hour and 15 minutes. I thought the guys did a good job of kind of humming through it and really getting after it to try to get the play count in and, you know, do a great job with that. However, you know, toward the end of it, you started to see guys get tired. They wasn't getting in stances the right way, you know, started seeing middle bust and all that type of stuff. So, again, this is the first time we've stressed them with a 90-play scrimmage. So I think the positives is how they attacked it. A lot of good plays out there, but obviously we got to be even better the next time. When I think about Justin Tomlin, I think he's handling his situation really well. He's doing a good job of leading us. Obviously, we're needing to make sure we get him reps because what we can't do is cut him off and then try to get him, you know, ready if he needs to be the guy game 3. You know what I mean? So, but I do think he's doing a really good job. He's been pretty steady throughout fall camp. You know, when you start talking about Cameron, you know, really good at the early start of fall camp. You know, things start happening. You start class. You become a college student. And then you're also having practice, and so it's different. So I think he's dealing with that a little bit, but he is really fighting through it and pushing through it. He is a worker too, man. He gets in there and he does the extra. He studies film. He gets in his playbook. He's got a chance to be really, really good. However, he's a true freshman, and so his head's spinning a little bit. When you start talking about Amari Jones, you know, he's a jack of all trades right now. The great thing about him is I think he can master all of them. So he's playing slot for us, playing running back, jumping in at quarterback a little bit for us too. And he seems to just make plays, you know. So he's a guy that I'm really excited about, and we'll get another good weekend and another scrimmage, and we'll see exactly where we are on the quarterback. Now this guy right here, Sam, I can tell over the summer that Sam has really worked on his craft. He's throwing the ball better. He's got more command when he gets out there on the field, and he's a playmaker. You know, he's a guy that can make people miss. He can pull the ball down. He's getting better at throwing the ball, and he's getting better at his decision making. So again, another really good person in our quarterback room for this quarterback battle that's going on. So excited about all 4 of them, really. Excited about Fan Fest. It's another opportunity to, you know, make impressions on people. You know, we talk to our guys all the time. I talk to myself all the time. Hey, man, it's about your impact. It's not about making yourself happy. It's about trying to make others happy and show them what it really means to be a servant leader, because we talk about being that as a Georgia Southern man. So very excited about, you know, shoot, our guys just went through a long scrimmage, but I guarantee you they'll come out here, they'll sit at the table, they'll talk to people, they'll sign autographs, and they'll just have a great time with it. And it's just fun to be able to get around people again.
And the Eagles back in action coming up next Saturday at Paulson Stadium. Once again, a morning scrimmage taking place. All right, stay with us. High school highlights and interviews coming up next. McCook's Pharmacy, located on Highway 80 East, is family owned and operated by Lynn and Janie McCook, as well as their son, Josh McCook. Serving the Bulloch County area since 2005, McCook's Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service where the customers come first. Vaccinations are available, including shingles, flu, pneumonia, and Tdap. Drive-through service is available with 2 drive-through windows for your convenience. McCook's Pharmacy offers free local deliveries, and new customers are always welcome. Continuing the tradition of our family caring for your family, McCook's Pharmacy, Highway 80 East. If you're a true blue Georgia Southern Eagle, the University Store is the place for you. We are the official store of Georgia Southern University, and we have the largest selection of official Georgia Southern merchandise for dedicated Eagle fans. At the University Store, you can find hats, jackets, t-shirts, sweaters, drinkware, and just about anything else branded Georgia Southern. We also support student success at the best place to find textbooks and other scholastic supplies. So come by and visit the University store in the heart of the Georgia Southern campus or shop online 24/7. Well, the Georgia Southern Eagles not the only ones getting scrimmage games in. The Statesboro Blue Devils and Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets did on Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, Southeast Bulloch was hosting Swainsboro for a scrimmage. On Friday, the Blue Devils were hosting Metter, who made it to the state semifinals last year. We had a chance to go out, get some highlights. Here's some highlights from the games. The Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets hosting Swainsboro for a scrimmage on Thursday night at Fred Shaver Field. The Tigers moving downfield on their opening drive, but Cameron Wadley with the hit for a loss for Southeast. Swainsboro eventually able to start the scoring though as DeMello Jones fights his way in for a 7-0 Tiger lead. The Jackets respond. They give to Tyler Griffin, who leaps a defender and drags a couple more for a 30-yard pickup. Then on the very next play, quarterback Christian Clark is going to air this one out for the 35-yard touchdown pass to Caden Taylor, tying the game at 7-all. That score remains into the second quarter when the Tigers would strike again. From 3 yards out, Quincy Brown gets into the end zone. 14-7, still in the second, looking for more. Ty Adams hooks up with Keyshawn DeLoach. And then the Jacket defense able to hold, though. Colin Jackson with some help from Logan Herring. 14-7 Swainsboro in the second half. Bryson Tarver off to the races. 45 yards for the score, 21-7. The Jackets then with a nice drive. Kyon Taylor will take off for a 16-yard pickup here. Gage DiGiovanni then, and at quarterback hits Lane Alford, who makes a nice grab. Next, the give back to Taylor again. This time he gets across midfield for 20 yards. The Jackets back it up, but DiGiovanni with the moves here as he goes 18 yards. Fighting his way ahead for a first down. More from Taylor. Again, a nice run. This one down to the 10-yard line. This drive eventually stalls. In comes Cole Snyder for the 28-yard field goal. It's up and good. The Jackets defense able to end the game on a positive note with a couple of good plays here. Hits for losses, but it wouldn't be enough as Swainsboro wins the scrimmage by a final of 27-10. Statesboro High hosting Metter Friday night in a scrimmage at Walmart Field. The Tigers advanced to the Class A semifinals a year ago and ready for the challenge. The biggest question mark for Statesboro, sophomore speedster Cam Michael working in at quarterback here with a first down run, and then goes to the air, and he hooks up nicely with Jordan Lovett in stride for the 47-yard completion. On the next play, it looks like Michael is in for the touchdown, but this one called back for a hold. And on the very next play, Michael picked off by C.J. Donaldson, and Donaldson with a nice return as he goes 85 yards before finally being brought down inside the 10. A few plays later, and it's Danny Chaley going in for the score, and it's 7-0 Metter. To the second quarter we go, and Tiger quarterback Josh Kelly on the sneak for the score, making it 14-0 Metter on top. Michael then going to work. Nobody open, so he tucks and runs, picks up 15 yards. Michael then gives to another Michael, Jalen Michael, with a nice 14-yard pickup right here. Cam then showing his elusiveness as he scrambles to keep the play alive and then takes off 15 more yards down to the 10-yard line. He'd have over 100 yards rushing in only 3 quarters of play, but a penalty brings the ball back, and the Blue Devils unable to convert on 4th and long. And we go to the half with the score 14-0. Second half, the Blue Devil defense would shut the Tigers down completely. Jamie Spate with the hit. On offense, Michael again picking up a big chunk of yardage. He'd be tackled just shy of the goal line on this play. But on the very next play, Michael unable to hang on. The loose ball looks close, but it's ruled Metter's ball. The defense able to hold from there. Caleb Tisby coming through on the tackle. And then it's A.J. Eason smacking the ball loose on the option pitch. And Leslie Black able to come through with the recovery for the Blue Devils. The offense once again able to get inside the 20, but unable to put any points on the board. Michael stopped here, and the Blue Devils fall by a final score of 14-0. As for this week, the Blue Devils start the season officially on Saturday, as they'll be taking on the Wayne County Yellow Jackets in the Irk Russell Classic at 9 o'clock at Paulson Stadium. We had a chance to talk with Coach about getting the season underway.
We got 2 skilled players returning on offense, but we've got some we feel like talented youth but inexperienced. Some of them Friday night will be they'll get more than they've gotten in the past in varsity football games. Up front offensively, we've got some guys that start. We had to play so many kids last year. Those guys have got a lot of experience offensively. Got a new quarterback, never played in a varsity game before, so the scrimmage on Friday will be his first experience. So but we're very pleased with the progress the kids have made so far this summer. It's very athletic, very fast, catches on quickly. Very cool, very calm, collected. Where Cam's got to improve is throwing the football, and that's any 10th grader that doesn't have a lot of experience throwing the ball at the varsity level. Big in some spots up front. Got some depth defensively. We feel like on our back end, if we can stay healthy and avoid this COVID mess. But we're going to play 22 kids defensively. And in Friday's scrimmage, all 22 of them will be evaluated to see where are they in the first 11 or the second 11. We got to do that to keep kids fresh, play a bunch of kids, try to keep them defense from getting tired. It's tougher to condition like we used to in the summertime when you have to follow all the heat protocol that we have now. So it's important that we have some depth there.
And the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets getting the season underway on Friday night coming up this week, and we had a chance to talk with Jared Zito about getting things started.
Our slogan right now has really we've been saying RTG, and that stands for Return to Glory. And the idea is 1973 being the last time that we've advanced past the first round. Obviously, that was an undefeated state championship. And Return to Glory doesn't always mean that, yes, we want to win state championships, and everybody wants to do that, but it's returning to glory in everything. Be excellent in everything you do. Raise the bar, raise the standard. Like, winning the region championship should be a goal, but that can't be the only goal. Or getting to the playoffs should be a goal, but that can't be the only goal. So we have to raise the bar a little bit so that maybe we could be that team to advance past the first round since 1973. And I think, right now, without really knowing all of our opponents the way I probably would if I'd been here 5 years, just looking at our club, I think if we stay healthy, if we play together, if we can figure out the rotation of bodies on both sides of the ball, I like our team. So I think our chances are better than not as long as those uncontrollables go our way. Yeah, I feel really good offensively. Feel like, quarterback Christian Clark has really done a good job of taking command of the offense. Of course, I think our wide receiver group, Tyler Griffin obviously is a big name, and he's done a good job of understanding our offense. Got a couple other wide receivers in there with him that I feel good about. Running back will probably be a running back by committee. A.J. Johnson, Trayvon McBride, Logan Herring, There'll probably be 3 or 4 guys that'll rotate because some of those guys will play on defense. Offensive line is kind of a solid blue-collar, gritty group. Kyle Knight, J.R. Robb, those guys are kind of leading the way up there. So I feel good. I think the key for us is going to be the rotation of running backs and even some wide receivers that are playing a little bit on defense and trying to figure out how we're going to do that. And really, we need, as coaches, we need a game to feel that out too, what that really feels like. Defensively, again, it's a really good group. We were a little concerned about our linebackers, but I think right now those guys have kind of steadied up a little bit. And again, they haven't had to tackle anybody really in live speed in a while, but a lot of guys playing on both sides of the ball. I think the biggest thing that I've seen an improvement probably in the last week and a half, 2 weeks is those guys they're getting lined up correctly. They really understand alignments, and we're getting them to really run to the football.
Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care. The Bulloch Academy Gators start things off on Friday night on the road at Calvary Day. We had a chance to talk with Steve Pennington about starting the season.
Our team is really one I think that we all need to be excited about. It has been a tremendous off season, or basically a good summer, as far as being productive, as far as our spirit and our attitude. Our work ethic has been just off the charts, and that has carried into the momentum into our preseason practice thus far. We did have a little practice scrimmage against 2 other schools, and without a lot of preparation, but it went real well. What we're proud of is that not preparing for them, our players adjusted well to the assignments that we have taught as far as fundamentals and techniques and keys and reads are concerned. And so there was a lot of positive things that came out of that. But it also gives us an opportunity to see where we can create some depth, which we certainly desperately need at our level. And so that was very fruitful in the sense that we played some other people as well. But it's been a good summer, good preseason. The time is here, and we wonder where in the world did the time go by so fast. But it's football season, and we're glad to be a part of it. I'm excited about the way our team has gelled together, and there seems to be a great chemistry here. I will have to give credit to our senior class. They have performed beyond our expectations from the standpoint of leading by example. They have done that during the summer with their workouts. They do it in that locker room, and they do it on that practice field. And so I think there is an inner desire and motivation on their part, being their last year at Bulloch Academy, to want to go out on a special note. So with their lead, our chemistry from the oldest to the youngest, everybody appreciates one another, respects one another, and there's a great deal of encouragement for one another. And I think that bodes well for us.
And stay with us. Coming up next, some area softball highlights from Portal and Bulloch Academy. And stay with us. Coming up next, we'll talk to a few of our area high school softball coaches.
Bulloch, no credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Well, the Bulloch Academy Gators hosting Portal to help open up the 2021 season. We'll send you out for some of those highlights. Bulloch Academy hosting Portal at Gator Alley in the Gators softball home opener. The visitors start the scoring. Emma Yates, the drive into left that'll fall. Josie Motes hustles on over to third on the play, and then she'd come in to score. As this one off the shortstop's glove. And it's 1-0 Portal. The Panthers looking for more. The pop-up to shallow left, grabbed by Kaylee Cordell, who fires home, and Claiborne Jones with the tag for out number 3. The Gators come right back, tying the game as Jones with the sacrifice fly to right, and Addie Becker slides in safely. Riley Lamb able to get out of the inning without any more trouble here with the strikeout. Sydney Priest doing a good job on the mound for the Gators, snaring the line drive for out number 3. BA pulling away in the third. Casey Ricketts able to start a rally, singling up the middle. Later 2 on, and Claiborne Jones the drive deep to the fence in left center. BA takes a 5-1 lead. They'd put things out of reach later. Ava Kangner with the RBI single to left, plating Sophie Strickland. And finally, Cordell the opposite field RBI single, and the Gators roll 11-4. And that'll wrap it up for this week's show. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.
Thank you.